Excuse me, clear the throat. Welcome back. It's been a while since we've been on Instagram, but we're here. And we're going to do another tutorial for you. Do something a little bit different. So my pre-sectioning is, hey. Hey. All right, let's do it. You got your tea?
Cup of tea.
Good. All right, so here's Mia from Hair Art. Right now she's my favorite mannequin to work with. And what I've done is I've sectioned along the parietal ridge all the way down to the occipital on both sides. And then I've sectioned right from the apex down to right behind the ear on both sides. And so been asked to do a mullet for the past few weeks, so we're going to do a variation of a mullet. Kinda. So yeah, let's get started on this. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Did all your schoolwork?
Yes.
Kinda. I know. All right, let's do it. Your turn. Cool. All right, comfy. All right, guys, so welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on a mullet kind of a shape. And like I said, I've got this section in along the parietal ridge to the elbow on both sides, apex. So it's separating all the bits. And we're going to start in the front.
Hi, Ira.
What's up, geezer? All right, let's get myself situated. Scissors today are...
Okay, that's the same one. Mrs. Honey of 5.5 pen slim, and they have the factory.
Comb, orange sesamon.
Mm-hmm.
I know we'll probably get asked that quite a bit, but just get started with all the bits. The mannequin is from Hair Art. The tripod is from Pivot Point. Pivot
And
Point is offering a sale right now.
this spray bottle is hairbrained.
Right. So we're going to start in the front, in this panel right here. And what I'm actually going to do is, I'm going to section away a piece of that edge. Let's see the density of that. Could be a little bit more in the front there. So like a horizontal section, and just kind of clip that away.
The spray bottle is hairbrained.
I had other clips somewhere. Let me find them. There they are. So just clip this away, because I don't want to cut that yet. I want to cut the inside. So
Is this Tiger King inspired?
well, any mullet has got to be Tiger King inspired, hasn't it, at this stage? But no, it'll look a little bit different to that. This is a bit more of a creative haircut that I'm going to work on for you guys. So I'm going to take the weight out of here, and I'm just going to take it shorter.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, I'm going short me. Proper mullet. I don't want to go too short that it won't lay down, so take it like that to begin with. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to over direct the hair forward into the first section. So number 2 is going to go into number 1. Like so. So a little bit delicate with the hair, so that you don't interfere with that underneath. I'm just going to take subsequent sections and over direct them into that first section, but being very careful to ignore that underneath. And the reason why I left that underneath is just to see what it looks like afterwards. I can always take that off if I want to, but I might want to leave a little around the edge.
round layer here?
Yeah, so right now I'm cutting a flat layer, which is in the concave family, and I'm over directing it to the first section. So maximum over direction. So what's happening is, come over here, me, this side. You can see that it's getting heavier towards the back. So immediately starting that flow of weight, that's the mullet. So now I'm going to take it into the back area. And what I am going to do is I'm going to section away this piece. So I'm working with the natural round of the head. I'm going to come down a little bit lower. And now we're going to leave that bit out. So we'll just clip that out of the way. And I'm going to continue to push everything, pull everything into that first section.
Why start at the front for this haircut?
Well, the mullet is shorter at the front. A round shape is shorter at the front, heavier towards the back. So I'm going to start in the front and I'm going to pull away from what I want to keep. So pulling everything forwards, and I'm going to get longer towards the back. So just checking with every section how that flow of weight is going. Can you see that? You're in the wrong area. I'm over here, babe. So you see that, guys? That's what we're after. So it's a stationary guideline, so I can, if I want to, take bigger sections. Come over on this side, you're going to see it so much better. I'm just taking vertical sections and I'm pulling everything forward into the first section. And again, I'm leaving this out. So internally right now, I'm creating a round shape, a very heavy round shape.
Will maintaining that elevation create fullness at the back too?
The over direction is what's going to leave it heavier towards the back. Now, because it's layered, you can see that it's going to be shorter in this area than what it is in this area. So it's going to give me some lift if I wanted it, but I'm not looking for that. So the key here is to just be, on it and very clean and very intricate with it, so you don't make a big giant mess. You see that bit of thread there?
That's not here.
So I'm going to bring all of this now, this last remaining bit. So come over this side, and they can see the over direction. So you can see this, guys. I'm over directing all of this forward into that very first section that I took.
Is it a stationary guide?
Stationary guide, yes. All the way to the first section. So now we'll comb that down, and I can see the flow of that. See that, guys? Over the top of it. There we go, that's it. Cool, right? All right, so now let's do the same on the other side. So I'm going to come over here. I'll spin it around so you guys can see that. So let's take that first little bit, and we're going to leave that out. There we go. Just use a clip to get that out of the way. So now we work this side. So a little bit different now. I'm going to stand behind the mannequin and I'm going to cut with my fingertips pointed up. Now let's just see how long I left this. So let's just try that to begin with. We can always have a look and we can always cut more.
And would you save the lives and put them on IGTV?
Yeah, so what do we do with all of our lives?
Put them on IGTV
Yeah, so
the
tomorrow,
next day.
what happens is tomorrow I will put all of this on IGTV. You can go there after you've seen this and you can see our other tutorials that we've done. So just gonna get a little feel on that. I'm gonna come around the front where you are, me, so I can see that a little bit better as well. I know it's gonna be a bit longer.
Someone's got a question. Where do you know? Do you know where someone can get the Paul Mitchell cutting book?
Can you what?
Do you know where you can get the Paul Mitchell cutting book?
No, I don't. I'm no longer involved with Paul Mitchell, so I wouldn't know how to go about getting that. So again, everything's coming forward into the first section. I mean, you could buy the Vidal Sassoon ABC. It's pretty much the same thing, and it's a little bit more, let's say, simplified. So I'm just gonna have a quick, I'm not really much of a measurer when it comes to all this kind of stuff, but I'm just having a little feel in that, just to see that front area.
Someone said, I see the piano looks less scary. There isn't as many there.
Yeah, we took the girls down from the previous week. The one you see up there, I did a live yesterday for some friends of mine at, they're a scissor company called Shark Fin. And I did a little live for them yesterday. And I did that shag variation. So now coming through into the back, same as what we did on the previous side. So I'm just going to section this away. What's up, babe?
I figured out that if you move forward and zoom, it looks very smooth.
Yes.
I just realized that.
You getting the skills down. Well, you've had a few days off.
Well, because I went to zoom into the piano, and then when I moved it forward, it looked smooth. So I tried to do it with this, and it looked nice.
So again, leaving that little piece out down here, and I'm bringing everything forward into the first section.
Do you use the comb ruler?
Not really, no. You can, obviously, you can use measurements on your comb and stuff to do that, but I'm really much more of a visual guy, because you don't really walk around measuring hair all day to make sure that it's even. When you see that person in public,
you don't go up and
no, you don't
put
go
a
up
ruler.
and measure. You see that it's unbalanced by just looking at it. So the thing is to use your mirror more.
Don't just run up to someone with a ruler.
No,
Is it even? Oh, thank you. Someone said I love your name, me.
Where does it come from? A lot of people ask me that.
Someone said I love your name. It's Irish.
Yeah, but where did it come from within our family?
My grandma.
Your grandma, yeah.
It's her maiden name.
Exactly. And then your middle name is your mom's family maiden name, isn't it?
Chindra.
Chindra.
Remember when you were gonna name me Chindra?
Yeah, it was an option. So, just looking at that now, you can see the flow. Come here, baby. You see it more better when you look at the profile. So you can see the weight flowing off in the back. Someone from Nashville. What's up, Nashville? You gotta let me know who's saying hey.
Oh yeah.
You're forgetting to do that.
Who's the piano player? He is.
Sometimes. It's been a while. Right now, you know the piano players. It's your granddad. He's practicing all the time on his piano. All right, so I'm going to let these underneath down now. What's up? More questions?
No, Michael Muldoon on Apple Music.
Yeah.
Well, promotion.
All right, so moving along.
Someone said that they went on the live yesterday that we did
On Zoom.
on Zoom, and they said it wasn't the same without me asking questions.
I know, it's a little different, wasn't it, this whole Zoom situation?
Hey, from Ireland.
Hey, what's up from Ireland?
Birmingham.
Birmingham? Did you say Birmingham?
Yeah.
Birmingham, Alabama, or Birmingham, England?
No idea.
Because they're two different things, aren't they? One's Birmingham and one's Birmingham.
I don't know. Ooh,
Peaky Blinders is Birmingham.
Someone said they're a native San Diegan trapped in New York right now.
Oh, really?
Oh, Birmingham in England.
Cool.
Someone corrected it's England.
As known as the Black Country because of all the factory work. If you've ever seen Peaky Blinders, you'll know why. All right, so let's move on. So right now what I've got this internal shape that's getting heavier towards the back, and I've kept the majority of what's underneath it out of the way because that's where I want to keep the length of this haircut. I may take this shorter afterwards, but we'll see. So now what I want to do is work the top. So what I'm going to do through the top is I'm actually going to connect it to the underneath here at this round of the head. And I'm going to cut short to long. And I'm going to leave this peak of weight through the center top. Can you guys see that? So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll use this and I'll cut short to long. But I won't connect through all the way through. What I'll do is I'll use over direction backwards and then I'll over direct forwards to it as well. Cool.
Ooh, Sheffield, Glasgow. I said Glasgow.
Sheffield, Glasgow. Who's from Sheffield?
Michelle, Maria, or Mariah.
Let's see. Yeah, she's usually cooking and baking. All right, so let's do the top.
We even got Australia over here.
That's great.
I love that everyone's from just like everywhere around the world. It's so cool. Well, I mean, duh, but like.
Well, there's lots of hairdressers in the world. Lots of places need haircuts.
I just said I love how people are from like everywhere.
Yeah, they are.
Wow.
So guys, what I've done is I've sectioned right back of the apex there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to work the front. Watch, I'm going to work this section first, right here. And then I'll work through. And what I'm doing is, I'm going to cut from short to long. So maybe stand in front of me so they can see this a little bit better. So there's the underneath. And I'm going to connect to that. And I'm going to cut from short to long. So I'm pulling all this hair from the other side over to it. Now I'm not going to slide cut or anything like that. I'm just going to keep it nice and blunt. Like so. And I'll work through the entire front and I'm going to over direct back to that spot. So there's my guide from my previous section, and it's now going to be stationary. I'm just going to bring everything back onto this. So if you're just joining us, you're late. Just kidding. We're doing a mullet variation.
The mullet.
More of a creative combination of different things where it ends up being a mullet kind of a shape. I mean, literally all I'm doing is I'm taking all the guts out. I'm taking all the excess inside weight.
Hi, Greece. Remember, after all this is done, we need to go to Greece sometime.
Greece.
Because remember, everyone was like, can you come to Greece?
Love to.
I know, it's so pretty.
Like I said, I went when I was a kid.
Are you literally counting that line? Like, are you counting the line?
Am I counting it? No.
Oh, sorry, continuing.
I'm continuing. Awesome.
Yeah.
You're funny. Yes, what I'm doing, guys, is I'm connecting the top now to the underneath length that was created and just creating a very convex peak.
Are you layering or graduating?
Right now it's layering. There's no graduation going on. I'd have to be shorter all the way to longer. Just because it's shorter there and longer there doesn't mean it's graduation. It has to be shorter all the way underneath it as well. So really it's just an extreme convex peak of weight.
Oh yes, and we do.
Sometimes a lot of people confuse this with bias cutting, but it's not.
And we post all of our lives on IGTV the day after because as of 24 hours, this will be up.
Yeah, you can watch this for 24 hours
And-
on the live stories.
And then it'll be on the IGTV. Where all of our lives are too.
Yeah, you can find loads of... About 2 weeks ago, me and I did about, 10 days of different tutorials, and I've kept them up there, so they're still up there. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. There's also a lot of stuff on the website, but this is all about the free stuff. So.
Why did you leave the hair around the exterior?
Because I wanted to leave a little something there. I can always cut that off afterwards if I want to. But right now I want that, so that's why I kept it. So now I'm going to move to the other side, and I'm going to do the exact same thing, me. So come over here now.
Oh yeah, they want you to go to Ireland too.
Love to go to Ireland. I have family in Ireland, obviously my name's Muldoon.
And my name's me.
Yeah.
Why are you cutting on that angle?
I want to leave this peak of weight through the top so it can go anywhere I want it to go. So I can wrap the top if I want. I can wear it one way and I can push it the other way as well. It's kind of giving me a lot of options as to where this hair will be worn. Kind of allows you to flip-flop without a parting.
Someone said, now I want to talk my daughter into a mullet.
Do it on a mannequin first.
Dad and daughter relationship goals.
Uh-huh.
Since day one.
Well, me just recently over the past year, because she's in 6th grade, has let me start cutting her hair again. For the last 5 years, I've not been able to touch her hair because she saw me cut too much off when she was younger, and I was forbidden.
Because you
Are
would be like,
filming me?
yes, because you'd be like, I'm gonna cut this much, and of course you can't cut that much for a trim. And then I saw them sweep it away, and then I was like,
so-
I was like, no. And then we cut it. And I actually remember your words. When you're older, you're gonna be like, you're gonna ask me to cut it.
Cut a bob on you.
And then you know what happened? That happened.
Actually happened.
So
now, guys, I brought sections, vertical sections, and I brought them back to this point, and I've created that peak. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to bring this hair into that.
are there any other styles where you leave this pointy peak, or is it just the mullet?
Like I was saying, you could utilize that so that you get this kind of even, or not even, but you could move that top around either way and it's going to be balanced. A lot of people confuse the peak of weight being the bias haircut, which is a classic Sassoon, contemporary classic.
Does the mullet look good on fine hair?
No, it's a heavily layered shape, so you're removing weight. So think about fine hair, and if you
If anything, you would add it.
remove weight from fine, then it's just going to be like string, isn't it? So you'd want to add weight into fine hair. So more of a graduation. Can they see? Because you're looking at me instead of the camera.
I got like Gorilla Glue on my finger from gluing the thing I broke.
So now bringing everything forward again, and now on this side. So if you notice, I've switched to a position where I work from short to long, being the fingertips being the shortest, knuckles being the longest. So, you know, in reality, it's quite a simple haircut because it's a combination of things. It's got disconnections in it. It's the classics, the fundamentals that are way more challenging to me. And, you know, just pretty cool to be able to do those classic fundamentals. I find that more entertaining to me than sometimes doing something like this. This is not something you're going to do all the time, but it's a cool creative combo of things. So there's my corner. You're looking at your nails, mate.
No, but they can see it.
All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to blow dry, and I'm going to style all this stuff and finish it with the dry cutting and all that kind of stuff. And then you can see that finished result. But have we got any more questions, mate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did any of the layers from the underneath reach in the back?
I only worked down to the occipital because that's what I disconnected from the beginning, so I didn't go any further. And most likely that won't reach up because it was brought all the way over here. It would have been shorter. So to bring it up to here is too far of a movement. Stop doing your nails. So let me just recap that so that you guys know what's going on and make sure me's got the right angle. There you go, stay right there, don't move. So what I did, guys, is I sectioned off. You can see the sectioning in my stories. I put it up there before we started.
It's 5.5.
Yeah,
They said what's your
5.5
size?
inches. So what I did is I brought everything forward onto this short layer through the front here, which you'll be able to see on the underneath. Right there. I left this out all the way through in the back, and I pushed everything forward into that section so you can see that heavy roundness dropping off. So a typical mullet shape. I did that on both sides. So this inside through here is disconnected to the exterior. And then I connected the top right through here. I connected it to the underneath, and I worked a very sharp peak. So I did this through the top, right? And I over-directed, watch what's going on, everything back to this point. Come over here. Everything back to this point. And then I over-directed all of this forward to this point. So this stuff that I left out, I maintained that. I didn't lift that into it because, again, that's a disconnect. So whatever reached up to it from the occipital, basically. So basically what's going on is I've just liposuctioned the internal outside in this haircut. I've just took the insides out. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow dry it, iron it, and then finish it. I'll put a finished result up for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. It's a relatively quick, simple haircut. Not much to it. You just have to be creative with different placements and stuff. And what?
Again, we do save the lives.
Yeah, we save all the lives, so you'll be able to see these when we are done. You can go to my Instagram live, IGTV, and you can see it. Thanks for watching again, guys. So I'll post this in a little bit. It's going to take me a bit to blow dry it and iron it and refine it. In fact, I'll get me back to show you the refinement.
Yes.
See you in a bit, guys. Thanks for joining us.